Hear him fine. Everyone's got you. Excellent. So yeah, Hanzo game on Sky Temple. Just loading in now. What are your... Sorry?
Go ahead. Oh, I was just going to say, to preface this real quick, I know your app stuff says, like, a game you lose, preferably. I do win this game, but I feel like I played pretty poorly, so that's kind of why I picked it.
Awesome. The reason why I prefer losses is because usually that's a prerequisite. You play poorly. So, win or loss, it doesn't really matter as long as, there's something that we can learn from. So just in general, the Artanis is a little bit weird here, everybody, because the Falstad fills the solo role, but, and I actually don't really see what Artanis does in this comp, except for maybe suppressing the Zeratul off of his engages, because Zera does have quite a bit of pressure on you, and that's pretty much the only thing you should be thinking about at this point. If you are the Hanzo, just kind of trying to track him, trying to find out exactly where he is at all times, using your Sonic Arrow to, make sure he doesn't get the jump on you, because later game, especially after 10, he has the potential to one-shot you no matter what. There's nothing that this Alex can do. If he tags you with abilities, you're dead, and if he knows what he's doing. So that's the one thing that you should mainly be watching out for. Everything else, it's not really a big deal. Like, a Li Ming shouldn't reasonably be able to get to you, especially with the amount of bodies on your team.
Yeah, I shouldn't ever be in range to get slid on, so I shouldn't get Li Ming comboed.
Exactly. But yeah, basically for this game, because you have such high solo lane presence, honestly, like a 1-3-1 would be appropriate. Or, Falstad can be in bottom lane and Artanis can be top, and then you're able to rotate around and just clear lanes. Pretty much you end up going Redemption. I think that's good here. There's a bunch of targets that are going to be stepped up and you can auto them. You can hit the ETC and the Lucio, etc. So I like that choice of talent. All right. So you get hit by that Li Ming orb, but it's not the end of the world. Wait, Muradin. Okay, never mind. That tripped me out so hard. Oh my gosh, this Alexstrasza's name's Muradin, you guys. Is it good keeping tabs on him there? Basically, your only job here is just pretty much to clear out lanes and then hopefully get some auto attacks onto targets. So like even early like this, when so like ETC is showing top, and Dahaka, has he shown bottom yet? Yeah, so Dahaka has shown bottom. You can step up here and just get any autos that you can. So like, don't even worry about winding up your Q like this. Walk up and auto this Lucio right now. Because that's what you want to get stacked, right? Auto the Lucio once, and then he's right here. You can auto him again, because your auto attack range is super far. There's no way that Zeratul gets a kill onto you at this point, not with 4 people showing up. If Zeratul engages on you, he's in a lot of trouble. You can step up right here and start autoing this Lucio. Lucio's not even allowed to be here right now. Lucio has to be back here. But the reason why he stepped up so far is just because we're not putting any pressure on him. That's good. And then just immediately mount up. I'm not sure why everybody's rotating down. Should just be the Artanis, but... So, okay, so then here's another good example. You don't know where Zeratul is, but he, again, can't reasonably kill you here. What you want to do is step up into this wave because they can't do damage and just start landing these auto attacks. So there's 2 auto attacks we're missing here. There's one.
But that's because he walked up to me and I don't even get a stack there.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I think that's a stack. Should be. So you take a bit of damage to the Zeratul, but that's really all he can do right now to you. You'll have to change that mentality moving forward, because once 10 hits, he'll be able to absolutely destroy you, but... Perfect, there's the auto. Wow.
I chase him for this, it's pretty funny.
I think that could have been really dangerous, but...
But I could see the Zeratul.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Another auto on him, yep, perfect. I switch to the Lucio, is the only target you can reasonably hit at this point. Another one onto Dahaka, another one onto Dahaka. This is so good for you, like, you're super fine here. And I'll just leave. If Muradin's just gonna soak the bottom lane, just mount up and leave. You can probably help with this siege camp. Oh, does he actually try to find it? Yeah, there's no way.
So I shouldn't stay bottom if the siege camp is coming down?
Yeah, I was just going to say, you can go help with it, just like even a couple autos, and then, yeah, you want to look to push. But right now it sucks because Zeratil's going to be clearing the wave and nobody's going to be mid, but it's fine. You're getting your stacks. Oof, that's unfortunate. See what you're doing here? Like, this is what you needed to be doing mid earlier. Like, your teammates were pretty much at the 50% mark on the wave, and you were also with them there. You were playing very afraid in the beginning, and now you're stepped up, completely doing damage to them. This is what you got to be doing in the beginning of the game, and it would have been a lot better for you. Yeah, just like this. Like, they cannot do anything to you.
Yeah. No one can reasonably trade back into me.
Exactly. And worst case scenario, if they do, you've got your pass or your trait to just jump over the wall.
Soon they shall bask in my glory.
And you end up going explosive arrows. Is this the build you usually go?
This was a couple weeks ago,
Yep.
so it was just after they put in the armor reduction.
Okay.
So I thought I'd try it, but my damage foresight with it was also pretty awful.
The only time I would suggest going this build is if you can't land your W's. So you just kind of have to analyze that as a player individually. Because this build, the Q build is definitely like I would say it's a lower impact, but it's easier to get off. Oh, close.
I don't know why I arrowed there, or scouting arrowed. I can see the middle.
That's true. Damn, I'm actually pretty sure that Lucio dies if Murden tries to find him. Ooh, nice dodge. See, this is perfect. This is exactly what you want. You're missing no soak, except for bot died. That really does suck. Finish redemption now. Okay, this is good stuff. Right here, you have to go bottom. Like as the Hanzo player, like trying to find a fight here is very, very aggressive, and you guys,
Because they okay.
even if you get like 2 kills off this, it's not going to equalize the amount of XP that they're going to be getting bottom. And keep in mind, next shrine is going to be bottom, so no matter what, they're at an advantage down there. Like if this gets your tap, they're at an even bigger advantage. So as soon as you see the death on your Falstad like that, even though he has fly, I think we'll see how it ends up. But my initial thoughts are, as soon as you see that death, you just rotate bottom, because you would have already been down there. Yeah, and team ends up dying from it. Obviously, them dying isn't your fault, but... So we lost 1 wave down there and a tower. Yeah, I really think just rotating down bottom there would have been the best call. This is something that you've got to make, like, right on the fly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have stolen enough of my
Okay. Nice. Your easies are up in 12 more seconds. Holy, this Murden just goes in. Okay, I like that you're actually changing the way that you're playing this, like, middle of the game. It's like you're getting more comfortable with the comp that you're up against. It's good. Here, it would be so good if you could get this hard camp. It really would. But I don't know if Artanis is going to be able to get it by himself. So here, I would have helped Artanis over going bottom.
Yeah.
Because, wait, yeah, this is so bad.
Should I have cleared mid and then went to help him?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because now they're just going to de-push bottom, and then they're going to have their easy camp
This camp's
rolling.
out too early.
Yeah, because they've got theirs in 30 seconds. They're going to have theirs for the shrine. And here, like, I would actually just be going top. Might as well, because bottom, nothing's going to happen. They're just going to de-push and look to... Unless you can find a fight. This is a really weird setup. Like, they've got level 10. You don't actually want to be grouping against them, because we're down a full level. They got freaking 5 kills already. This is actually okay though. You going bottom is actually the better call here. Because top's super
Honestly,
safe.
most of this game I was hugging my Muradin because I was scared to walk anywhere without him checking for the ETC. But
Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh. Man, W chunks so hard. Oh.
I should just jump and follow him.
Man, I was thinking about that too. Is that the call? Do you have your
He used both blinks to get in.
Do you have your
ETC is not anywhere close.
Yeah, and we saw ETC walk away. So you wind up your Q here. Right? Okay, no, you get the 1 auto. You could jump over the wall and just trade into him, but I think Lucio gets to him in sound barrier as well before you can do anything. You jumping there, I actually think kills you.
I still get sound barrier.
Don't they just rush you down then? You don't have your D.
Oh, yes.
You die off that trade?
I do die.
Yep. Because you're here, right? Make the jump, sound barrier, re-engage. ETC can just walk up this way. They cannot walk into the ETC. You die off the jump. I was thinking it too, and that's why I walked back, and I'm like, wait a second. But our Falstad is bodying top, as he should. He's ranged. Okay, hold on. I want to watch this real quick. How does he get away from the... Oh, okay. But now he's just going to... Did he Vorpal or did he Singularity? He probably didn't go Singularity. He went Wormhole. F.
I ulted way too late there.
Yeah, let's look
Once
at this.
the swap hits, I need to just hit it.
Okay, what do we got here? Oh yeah, yeah, immediately went, yeah, you're right. He would have died 100% there. And I think the only reason why that would be happening, because obviously as a master player, you have the reaction time in order to do that. You just aren't paying enough attention to the CC that your teammates can provide. So, you know, Artanis wasn't really in your rotation a whole lot. You probably weren't even thinking a lot about that engagement, and he lands it, and then you see it a little bit too late. So the only way you can fix that is just by constantly reminding yourself of the engagements that your teammates can make. You know, just thinking, okay, I got Muradin, he can find a Stormbolt. I got Artanis, he can find a swap. If I see one of these, I'm going to ult off of it. Ooh, that would have been such a big play. Okay, now you see Zera. So I like the fact that you're stepping up again here and, you know, doing more damage. I even think you can do it a little bit more. As long as...
I didn't want to go ahead.
Sorry. No, as long as ETC can't slide you, that's the only thing you should be worried about. Obviously, the Zera tool as well. But you can Sonic Arrow the flanks and usually find him before he can find you because of the new stealth mechanics. But yeah, I appreciate the fact you're standing back a little bit more. And you don't see where Zeratul is in your view, but I'm just saying in hindsight, I think you can step up just a tiny bit more, like maybe 5%, 10% more aggression.
I was scared to go on the shrine because I didn't want to get burrowed on.
Yep. And I think that's smart. And if you do go on the shrine, you have to be around here, right? So that you can escape this way.
Yeah, so I can jump over.
Good. Okay, I want to watch this again. See, like, I feel like we can be doing more damage here. Where are our autos right now? Okay, perfect. On to Lucio, auto onto him, another auto onto him, he's dead, and now immediately start autoing onto the Dahaka. There's one. You're gonna get another one. That's fine. Okay, you walk right back. Never mind, you're fine. Okay, that was good. So you played that fight really well. And we got Dragon Arrow in 1 second. So you guys can very realistically turn this. You have Cleansing Flame too. So at this point, okay, knowing that Lucio is dead, you want one of these fights, so you should be like pinging your arrow and just ready to rip it. As soon as you see this Muradin finding anything, arrow goes out, boom, perfect. But Ah,
But we get scared of the Zeratul for no reason.
wait just a freaking second here. See, what I love is when we can look at a play before it happens, and then I see that come out. Like, that was good. Yeah, like literally right here. Honestly, I would have just tried to rip it onto the Li Ming right here. Oh, she had teleport up. Perfect. So you wait, you see it, boom, you hit her with it. Perfect read. But then Zeratul's right there. Okay, you should be able to auto. Auto. Perfect example.
I don't know why I stepped
You're
back
so
there.
scared. Yeah.
That's dumb. I can't kill even... no, even if I get tongued, I don't think I'm dead.
Oh, no, not at all. And
I have an Alex right on top of me.
Yeah, you have redemption stacks. Your auto attack goes off before the tongue even hits you. Boom. Wham. One more. You're stepping up, baby. Another auto attack. He is dead. Now you got your eyes set on that.
Movement.
He dies too off this. Yeah.
Wow, I played that horribly.
And all it is positioning at this point. I'm actually glad that you don't spend your trait trying to chase any kills here, just because they have so much counter mobility. You don't, like, you know, they got the wormhole sort of thing. You jump over a wall, all of a sudden Zeratul's just back on the other side, and it's like, crap, I just wasted my only escape. So I actually like that you hold that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. We need to be stepping up so much harder there, especially no sound barrier, no Lucio. They're all chunked so hard. Cleansing Flame is running, like, you're 100% health. This was your time to shine for sure.
Yeah.
No matter, we still go up off that engagement.
The magic of the temple sleeps.
And here's one thing I did want to comment on. If you had gone W build, you also get boss here.
Yeah.
Because never outmatched, you clear this in a matter of seconds. And these are calls that you can make as the Hanzo, and that's the wonderful thing about that level 7 talent, is the fact that you can just be like, okay guys, we're ripping boss, and you go start it, and even if your teammates don't believe you, they see this redemption Hanzo with never outmatched, and they're like,
gone.
yeah, they're like, wait a second, is this guy, okay, yeah, let's rip boss, and then you get it every time. And you've got Gust coming up in a second too, so it's like, all the variables are there, right? Just as a comment.
This fight's weird.
It's looking good though. See, I was thinking maybe that would be one where you actually natural agility over the wall and look to kill. But it's fine. Ooh. Two. Oh no.
I shouldn't ult there, even if that.
Oh, this guy dies though. No, I thought. It's just unfortunate that it didn't kill him. One more. Uh-oh.
I think if that Alex heal is closer to me and I can actually step into it, this goes better. And then I just feed because I don't jump over the wall.
Do you even have it at that point? Oh yeah, you go Ninja Assassin.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to look at this one more time. I feel like this fight's a tragedy. Okay, so you have the arrow. Oh, that is such a good engagement by the Dahaka. Just completely screws everything up. If Dahaka does not brushstroke right here, right now, you kill everything, I feel.
I also just killed my scatter arrow wall.
I was even thinking maybe you should have been stepping up and just doing damage to the Li Ming there, but okay, watch this. If he does not come in here right now, you're stepped up, you get one more auto, you're actually here now. You get another auto attack on top of that. Yeah, and he dies. But this is good. Yeah.
I think I can. I think I miss an auto on the Dahaka there. I think I can auto him and Q him again.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the end of this fight's really not even worth looking at. It's just the beginning that got messed up a bit. Okay. Alright, Henslow coming back. Going mid to clear.
Oh, this is tragic.
Oh no. So right now, okay, I want you to tell me what's wrong with this picture. Oh gosh, I have to turn off my follow notifications or else YouTube's going to murder me. Oh, okay. You take a look at that real quick and tell me what's wrong with this picture.
Well, now your Discord's in the way.
There you go. Wait, everything's in the way. I forgot we're screen sharing. Oh my gosh, I'm boosted. Okay, hold on 2 seconds.
Yeah, I can look at this stream.
Okay. Chat's probably going to tell us too. How do I do this again? Sorry, guys. I just don't want to get ripped a new one here. Follows. Perfect. Done. Okay. Sorry about the wait, everybody.
I'm not sure. No one's middle, maybe? Well, actually, no.
They've got Dahaka, right? Not showing on the wave, so you don't know where Dahaka is. You don't know where Zeratul is. Or, sorry, you do know where Zeratul is. But Zeratul can get down, excuse me, here in just a second. This is the problem.
Oh, that Alex is top, yeah.
So we cannot even do anything bottom here. So, like, where our Murden is trying to fight when our support's showing up top, he's literally just saying, here, I'll give you guys Avatar for free. There's no realistic way you guys win this unless you just outplay your opponent super hard, but banking on that is just not a good thing. And he kills you. No? Oh my gosh, so close.
That's not the worst of it.
So, just even you seeing that, you have to ping your teammates back. So he says, stall, Alex not there. This guy is right, but our global shouldn't be the ones to say this. Like, you guys should be the ones to say this for sure. So even here, I would just be pinging my teammates back. Just back, I have to be. Like, don't fight. Do not fight bottom. Push mid or something. You guys literally just have to give this up. Because now you are 2 ults down?
Because I just panic shot it at Zeratul when he went out on me. And I don't want to walk up here.
Yeah, exactly. Now we are 3 ults down. The fact that they aren't sitting on this is wild. This is so free for them right now. Even so, this is so scary side. Like, you guys are intentionally fighting down 3 heroics.
And they're about to roll over to 16.
Exactly. Everything here is not good. We don't like this situation at all. See, I feel like this is just the misplay of the enemy. Yeah. Because that should have been a sound barrier.
Ability as well.
Dahaka as well, yeah. Okay. Stream, even though we won this, these are not the sort of dice roll situations you want to get yourself into. Pushing mid is free. Pushing top is free. Losing this is not the end of the world. It doesn't get a keep. It's on keep wall, yes, but it doesn't get a keep. Unless it gets a keep, then I wouldn't be willing to make risks like this. That was a very scary situation. Under no circumstances should your team be able to win down 3 heroics like that.
I probably should have went middle. I was kind of scared because I didn't want to get like stage dive on. But they just all recalled.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't have been scared to walk up because it would have just been ETC.
True. Wait. Why is this Lucio just allowed to walk in your guys' face over and over? What are my warriors doing? I guess it's a Lucio, but still. Okay, this is good. This is good. We should be cycling out the Falstad bottom, which is realistically what's... Okay, oh, sorry, I was just watching Falstad, my mistake. How do we find this guy? Do you find him with Dragon Arrow?
No, he kind of just feeds. He comes in trying to chunk me and he gets pacified.
Oh no. This guy loves the back line.
I'm looking to ult here, but I don't think it actually does anything. Like, I think it would have been a pretty ult, but we would have had no follow-up.
This is another one of those never outmatched situations where you can just rip this boss so fast.
Yeah.
See, like, I actually feel like this Dragon Arrow is good.
Yeah, I think this one was decent, but when he was on the Watchtower is what I was thinking about.
It's just... Maybe, okay, this is what you should do in your future games. Start pinging when you're looking for it, okay? Start like G right pinging here, saying like Hanzo is on his way, Hanzo is on his way. Alt clicking your heroic, saying like I'm coming, I'm going to be using Dragon Arrow, look for the engage. Because right now you're not communicating with your pings whatsoever. Okay, we do see assist pings, but... Okay. This is good. Okay, just winding up the Q. Q auto. Auto. Literally just stand here and wait, just like this. It's fine that you even got hit by those. That kind of sucks where the W positioning was, but Alex is focusing on you. You're positioning just fine here. Okay, here's now where you actually have the luxury of using natural agility aggressively. So this is your target right here. Boom, over the wall, or is he just gonna wormhole back? Was that? Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, hold on, backing up. I'm not used to Zeratil's going wormhole. Right here, this is where we need to be. Down here. Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah, I liked your positioning that fight a lot. It was super good, and then you guys just end the game. Okay, so biggest takeaways for you are just understand how difficult it is to kill Hanzo early game. Like, unless they have so much hard CC on top of you. So, unless their ETC lands a slide on you early game, you are not dying, no matter what. There's no such thing as Zeratil showing up and killing you randomly if you're here. It's just not going to happen, right? The only thing he can do is Vorpal to you, and it's like if you're here and you jump over this wall to here and he Vorpals to you, he's still going to die because you're trading into him the whole time, and then all of a sudden your Alex is with you right here. Like, you're perfectly fine. So I wanted to see you step up at least here instead of staying back here in the very beginning. That's actually really important because Hanzo can put so much pressure on his opponents in situations like that. Especially when Zeratil was showing in side lanes sometimes too. And yeah, I feel like you just need to communicate a little bit more with kind of the plays that you're looking to make, because 2 arrows were so fantastic this game. The one bottom side onto the Li Ming was great. It really was. That could have set up for an even better team fight for your teammates, especially if Murden knew it was coming and he looked to engage off of it. And then the one up here was also good. I felt like your positioning in team fights was pretty darn good for the most part as well. You saved your passive, or your trait, I always call it passive, to get away from Zeratil. You know, he doesn't have the most insane stick power because he went wormhole over Seeker, but still, you played most of those team fights really well. I just feel like I'm going to look at your damage, and it's probably the most too. Yeah, by a substantial margin. I feel like this could be 75, maybe even 80 if you just play a little bit more aggro. But this game, you actually played it really well. And then the final point is just consider your build, because I really didn't see explosive arrows getting a crazy amount of value this game. But it's up to you, totally up to you. Because the Hero League build is usually explosive into sharpened arrowheads, but I'm so used to seeing almost an entire W build because I'm in scrims so often. And that build definitely does gain value. The W build gains a lot of value when you have team cohesion and if you're really good with your W. And this one is a little bit easier to pull off, but if not, sharpened arrowheads, just think of never outmatched in situations, because there's actually 2 opportunities where you could have gotten one of these bosses, and you know what bosses are like in Hero League, man. They can just absolutely snowball game. So just something to keep in mind. If I'm not like flaming you on your build or anything like that, just something that you can keep in mind. Yeah. Did you have any questions?
I feel like a lot of my mouse movement in this game, obviously you're watching the replay, so you can't like see my POV, was pretty bad. What would you suggest I try to do to alleviate that? And my mouse, or like my camera control was pretty awful.
Camera control and mouse movement. So the mouse movement one is an interesting one. I actually did notice, and it was only with the Li Ming spells that your mouse movements were off, because there were times where, like, let's say you were right here on my mouse and Li Ming is right here. So you're on the corner of this bush, Li Ming's here, and she throws her arcane orb directly at you. You move this way to dodge it, when instead you should move directly out of the path, because there's no enemy heroes up here or even up here. So moving up here is always the safest option. And that's not necessarily mouse movements as it is hero movements, but I guess they can kind of be tied into the same thing. And that happened like 3 or 4 times. I was going to comment on it, but I didn't really want to focus on it. So I did notice that, and that's something you can just always be aware of. Know what kind of abilities you have to dodge. So if you were to look at this draft, it's like, okay, I have to dodge. Like if I see a Zeratul, I want to try to dodge perpendicular because of his singularity spike. If I see those orbs coming in, I want to dodge perpendicular because literally every one of Li Ming's abilities shoot in a straight line. If I see a Dahaka, same thing. His tongue is in a straight line. His isolation is in a straight line. So like this is actually a perfect game as an example, right? And same with ETC. His slides are like in a straight line. Usually ETC, you don't even want to be in his range, right? So you want to stay away from that, but still, same sort of condition applies. Mouse movement and camera movement.
Like camera control. Like I feel like sometimes I'm in a fight and I'm just like having to pull my mouse all the way over to the left to pan over because I'm just not in a good spot. Well, sometimes I lock it with spacebar, but other times I feel like it's in a just terrible position.
That was pretty much the only tip that I was going to mention, is just if you find you're like losing yourself in team fights or your camera's getting crazy, just regularly hit spacebar. And sometimes I do this on like Vala, and I know my teammates do it as well. If you're chain auto attacking onto somebody, don't feel afraid to just hold down right click and hold down spacebar in some situations. Like hold down right click just to like move into a better spot, and then hold down spacebar just to like, there's no point in having your camera further unless you're like auto attacking, I guess stutter stepping from here to here, and you're just trying to like close this amount of space. You can hold down your you can hold down your spacebar, and it like you don't lose anything off of it. So that's pretty much the only tip I have for kind of regulating your camera movements. And then, the other stuff just comes with time. Hanzo, all of his abilities are skill shots, so your mouse is always just going all over the place. It's just like a matter of the amount of games you have on him and just getting comfortable with it. But I don't really think there's anything more you can do aside from just constantly kind of recentering yourself when you find you're getting all over the map like that.
All right.
I know it's not like the best advice there, but there's not a whole lot you can do aside from just practice more and just don't be afraid to use the space bar like that, just to kind of get yourself back into the right position.
All right. I didn't have any other questions.
Excellent. Wait, there was one more point I wanted to make before. Oh yeah. That bottom side fight down here, when you got, even though you won it, like that was one of those situations where I also just wanted to see you communicate with your team a bit more. Just ping them back and let them know that you're going to back, sort of thing. If that's what your plan was, you started backing because that's what you wanted to do. And honestly,
I probably should have just left anyway.
Yeah, you can't tell the future. You don't know that the enemy team's going to be crazy Hero League boosted, and then you guys are going to win the team fight down 3 heroics. Like, if you were in that situation as a master player, I would assume you would analyze it saying, same talent tier, down 3 heroics, I think we lose this fight, right? Like, I'm pretty sure.
Just because it worked doesn't mean it was smart.
Exactly. Right on. Okay, well, thanks so much for submitting the replay. I really appreciate it. We love having higher level games like this. Always lots to learn, so thank you.
All right, no problem. Thanks for doing this.
Of course. All right, you take care. Well, that guy was sweet, you guys.